Hey guys. So, can I just talk to you guys a little bit about some stuff that bothers me in regards to being a stepmom? I kind of just need to get some stuff off my chest. Like, I love Jacob. I truly care about his well being and his happiness. But, like, there's just some things that I don't like when it comes to being a stepmom. For one, I don't like that we, as step parents, are you know, involved in the child's life. We do things with them, we buy things for them. They stay at our house, whether that's permanently, as in like full custody, or whether they come to our house on the weekends. And, we support them, we're there for them, as far as like someone they can talk to, someone that they feel that they can open up to if they don't feel comfortable talking to their parents. But we also get shit on the most. Like, um, I've had people tell me that it's none of my business because I'm a stepmom, and it's none of my business what goes on in Jacob's life because I'm not his real mom. I've never claimed to be his real mom. I consider myself to be a bonus mom, somebody who, he can come over and kind of relax with. I don't do any of the discipline, even though I have had permission from his mom in the past to discipline him. I have chosen to not discipline him because I don't want any issues to arise from that. Like, I have supported him, I've listened to him, I've let him vent. Like, but I'm being told it's none of my business what goes on in his life, leave it to the parents. And even with my mother in law, like, I've talked to you guys about how I chose to no longer be involved in the transportation of Jake when it comes to pickups and drop offs. And you guys might judge me for that, but the reason is his maternal grandmother that he lives with and his mother are not willing to meet me halfway. And I am not going to drive 45 minutes one way and 45 minutes back to pick him up on Friday and then drop him off on Sunday. I'm not going to do that to myself. I have, health issues and everything else, and I have told them numerous times I have no issues meeting them halfway, but I'm not going to be the one who picks him up and drops him off every weekend. And my husband let me read some texts from my mother in law yesterday before we had court, where my mother in law, like, she's very nice to my face, and I find out that she's a little rude about me, talking shit about me behind my back, which kind of really irritated me yesterday. So she was talking to my husband and she said it would be nice if Robyn would help a little bit more, but whatever works for you. And then my husband, like, over the weekend, I had told him back when there was still snow on the ground that I did not want to be involved in the transportation of Jacob anymore. So apparently he hasn't talked to his mom about that because she said it is our responsibility, meaning my husband and I, to pick up Jake every weekend and drop him off every weekend. And my mother in law said it's not Jake's mom's responsibility for us to pick him up and us to, for the pickups and drop offs. It's us that have to do that. And I'm not going to. So what irritated me about that conversation is, I'm not allowed to have an opinion. My mother in law has told me, you know, don't tell his grandmother, um, you know, don't argue with her. Don't tell her that you can only meet her halfway. I'm not going to let somebody else run my life. Like I said, I love Jacob. I love spending time with him. I love having him over to the house, but I have health problems and I can't drive, 2 hours on Friday and then 2 hours on Sunday just because they don't want to, come meet us halfway. And Not only that, but I can't afford gas to do that. So yeah, my mother-in-law was like, it's your responsibility and it's the parents' responsibility. First of all, I am not Jacob's parent. You guys have made that very clear. You know, not that I've ever claimed to be his parent, but every time I even try to give Jacob advice or try to be a little bit more involved in his life, like whether that's with school or giving him advice or like trying to plan fun things to do with him or trying to plan new things that we can do together, it's like I'm being told, you're not his mom, you know, you have to leave that to them. And all. Sorry, I don't even know where I was anymore. I don't even remember what I was talking about because the mail truck went past and the dogs decided to go nuts. So, anyways, with my mother-in-law saying that, it really irritated me because, like, my mother-in-law feels like even when I was trying to explain to Jacob's grandmother why I needed to meet them halfway, one, because of my health, and two, because the tires were shitty. Yes, the tires did get replaced. Um, but my mother in law feels like I shouldn't have explained that to her. I should just go along with whatever she wants. And me being a person who has been in abusive relationships before, I will never allow myself to be controlled by someone like that again. Not saying that Jacob's grandmother is abusive, but she does like to control the whole situation. And that's a whole other story. Um, but like, I just think that it's funny that, you know, it's my responsibility and it's the parents' responsibility when it's something like transportation. But if it's about like planning a birthday party or doing something fun with Jacob or whatever the case may be, then it's, oh, you need to let his parents do that. I just don't get it. Like, I feel like step parents have a lot of responsibilities. And like I said, we get all this shit. You know, like, oh, you're not their parents, you're not their parent, you're not their mom, you're not their dad. I get that. I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to be in this child's life, to be supportive and be somebody who they can rely on. But, you know, it's come to the point where I just like I'm seriously considering making a huge decision and, you know, I don't know what that is exactly going to be, but you know, I'm slowly feeling like I need to pull myself out of this situation completely. And as much as I love Jacob and as much as I want to be there for him, I feel like it is becoming more and more impossible for me to be in his life the longer I'm in his life, if that makes sense. So, anyways, I don't know what's going to happen, but those are the things that are really bothering me about being a stepmom right now. Like, no, I didn't give birth to this child, but I go through the most shit when it comes to this child, if that makes sense. So I'm just kind of having a hard morning, and yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video.